You're telling me you've never cooked your own patatas bravas? You're crazy. Let me show you. Welcome back to another Cooking Like Ramos. Today we're going to be doing patatas bravas. Firstly, I just wanted to thank everyone for all the support. I'm now up to over 600 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do click the subscribe button, give it a like, and comment down below any dishes you'd like to see me do. So patatas bravas, an absolute all-time favourite when you go to Spain, and it all starts with the humble potato. Today I'm using Maris Pipers. There's three parts to this dish. Essentially the potato, the tomato sauce, and the garlic aioli. We're going to start off with the humble potato. As I said, we're using Maris Piper potatoes. So essentially you want to peel the potatoes, you're going to dice them into little cubes like this, that sort of shape, that sort of size. Now we're just going to fill these up with cold water. Now just let the water run until the water runs clear, basically, so you get rid of all the starch. Now I've just got to pop these onto the heat. Add a nice generous pinch of salt. Bit of stir. Now the potatoes are in cold water. You want to increase the heat so it gently cooks it, but start off with the water cold. Then you want to use a knife just to gently prod it to see how cooked it is. It should take around 10 minutes and you just want to parboil it. For the bravas sauce, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with an onion. Right, for the bravas sauce, we're going to start off with a bit of olive oil. Around 1 or 2 tablespoons. Go in with the onions. And you just want to gently cook those onions. I've added a whole diced onion to that, a little bit of olive oil to start cooking it, and you want to just gently cook that so it goes translucent. Right, so with the onions, it doesn't really matter how you cut them because we're going to blitz everything up anyway. I'm just going to prepare some garlic. I'm going to use 1 or 2 cloves. If you want more, add more. I'd recommend about 2 to 3. I'm going to go in with some garlic. I've just chopped that up roughly, it doesn't matter how, and then you just want to add that in, and again gently cooking it. I've got it at quite low heat and you just want to gently cook that onion so you can release all the acidity out of the onion, and then all the sweet notes and all the sweet flavours will then become very apparent. A little bit of seasoning of salt and pepper. Now I'm going to add a bay leaf, and then we can remove that before we blitz, and that's just going to perfume and add some of that amazing flavour. So the onions have been cooking for about 3-4 minutes, maybe 5. They've become really nice and translucent. Can you see that? Look, all the acidity is now gone, and you're left with more of the sweeter notes. Now is the perfect time to go in with the chopped tomatoes. You just want to give that a nice stir. You can increase the heat slightly, just to a medium heat. And you just want to cook that for another 10 minutes or so. Now we're going to add a bit more flavour to the bravas sauce. I'm going to add a teaspoon of paprika. I'm going to go in with half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and a teaspoon of cumin. Oregano, a nice generous pinch. Cool, I'm just going to add about 100 ml of water, and I'm just going to leave that to simmer now for around 15 to 20 minutes. Let's check these potatoes. So I'm just going to prod a couple. These are about ready. Now I'm just going to rinse these for a colander. Be careful not to burn yourself. Now these are simply going in the fridge. Essentially, we're going to put them in there. The cold air will get rid of some of that moisture, but you can see this potato is perfectly cooked and ready. Now, two ways we could really do this, I guess. You could bake them in the oven, which is what I'm going to do today because I want it to be a little bit healthier. You could shallow fry it in oil, or you could deep fat fry it in the fryer. So I'm going to add these in here. I'm just going to taste a little bit now to see if I need any more seasoning or if I need to add a little bit of sugar, because obviously the tomatoes can be quite acidic. A little bit more salt, just a pinch of salt. I think the bravas sauce is done. So the first thing we need to do is we need to remove the bay leaf. You do not want to blitz it with the bay leaf. And we're going to blitz it all together. Here we have the most delicious bravas sauce. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a taste. That's banging. Now we're going to start off with the potatoes. I'm going to add olive oil to this tray. Okay, these have now chilled down. And I'm going to add these into here. Give that a bit of a shake. Add a touch more olive oil on top. I'm going to go in with 2 or 3 of these in whole. Just going to chuck them in there. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Potatoes, look at these. Beautiful. Now we're going to remove this and we're going to use these little bits of garlic for the aioli. Now time for us to make the aioli. Right, we're going to go in with an egg. Whole egg. If you want to just use the yolk, you can use the yolk, but I'm going to use the whole egg. I don't want to waste it. Just give the egg a good whisk. I'm going to season it with salt and, of course, pepper. Half a teaspoon of Dijon. Squeeze of lemon juice. I'm going to grate some lemon zest. This roasted garlic is going to be absolutely amazing. Do not waste this. And just chuck it in there. It will mush up. We're just going to mix it all really well together. Now this bit is crucial. You want to start adding olive oil very, very slowly whilst you're turning. Little bits of oil at the time, and do not stop stirring. tired really quick. It's getting a lot thicker now, so just keep on adding it until it's at the right sort of thickness and creaminess. So the aioli is ready, and that's essentially the sort of consistency you're looking for. If you want it a bit thicker, you can make it a bit thicker. I quite like mine like this. And taste a little bit. Yeah, man, beautiful. So the patatas bravas are done. I'm gonna add some of this brava sauce. Look how beautiful that color is. I'm gonna add it directly on top. Some of that aioli on top as well. Sprinkle of parsley. So here you have Spain's arguably the most famous tapas dish. I'm going to go in with a little bit of tomato and aioli. Unbelievable. Really, really nice. The potatoes are nice and crispy as well. And do you know what? You could deep fat fry these, but these have turned out just as good. Until next time, peace.